I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm on it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington football team and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, Luetti! Check, 55 to Mike! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Alert,
On first down, Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Open man is Trey Burton, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Washington
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Here's Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. but I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run with Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down, Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to find his running back, Geis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
5-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, Geis. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Geis. And this time he is in. Yes. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the
A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Gates. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback that's going to take it every time and put it in the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 16, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey, check flag 47. Check flag 47. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 47 is the mic.
Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end, Burton. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jesper Horsted there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
The score, Seahawks 16, Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick
Set
off.
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
For 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a
there he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Seahawks 23, Washington 14. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 11 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
Throwing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let him go, go. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. That one complete to Horsted. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Rashad Penny will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come on. 14.
From the 39, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bates. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. They go play action with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Scores Seahawks 31, Washington 14. Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Geis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the penalty, it's Penny. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. We'll return with more after this break. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Washington 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. So we got man.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's go. You tight now. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You can't block me. You got it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the interception, here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
From the gun, a give to Penny. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. 3 tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Penny on the counter. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Seahawks 45, Washington 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is Geis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Washington.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
84.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
going to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions, oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Number 29, the ball.
We got a plane to catch.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.